Good morning, Tennessee Wesleyan. I'm your host, Ronnie Bailey, and I'm a part of the Bulldog Beat. Today we're in the Thunder Fitness Center, and we're doing a discussion on the GOATs. LB, would you like to talk about this?
Yes, sir. My name is Davey Young. You can call me LB. Right here, we got two guests with us, and we're going to get them to introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Kamarian Frierson.
Hello, my name is Noah Addison.
All right, and today we're just going to be asking a few questions about the NBA GOAT debate and people all-time five. So we'll start it off with all-time five lineup, and I guess, Noah, you can start it off.
All-time five, I'm going to have to go with LeBron,
Okay.
One.
Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, and Tim Duncan.
Is that in like some type of order or anything?
Nah, that wasn't it.
So it's probably going to be like Curry, MJ, LeBron, Tim Duncan, Shaq.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's valid.
For sure. Well, mine, you already know we got to go Bron at one. Guys to. And then we going to spice it up. we going to go Kevin Durant for two.
Okay.
And then from there, we going to go, this is a hot take, we going to go Bronny James at number three. And then
This dude just say Bronny James, as in Bronny James Jr.?
yes, Bronny James
They're
Jr.
definitely losing.
And then we gonna go. Who we gonna go? I'm not gonna be like him. We gonna go. We gonna go James Harden.
Oh, yeah.
And then the last one we gonna go Kawhi Leonard. That's my top five.
All right, well, I guess my top five would be a team that'll go against these people since he's naming Bronny James. So I'm going to go with, number one, I definitely go with LeBron. Number two, I'm going to go with Kobe. Number three, I'm going to actually go with Kawhi Leonard. And power forward, Kevin Durant. Center, Jokic.
That's a hot take. All right.
Give us
So,
one, Ronnie.
I'm going to give y'all five, but these are all peak players. So when I say this, just think of their prom.
All right.
Give me Kyrie Irving. Give me LeBron, of course. Give me Miami LeBron. Let's see. Rockets James Harden. Kobe Bean Bryant. And Wilt Chamberlain.
So we gonna choose somebody who has scored 100, but not on tape.
The 100 was real. If Bam
Just
scored
the
81.
paper? Just the paper? Like
Bam
this?
scored 81. Wilt
Man,
scored 100.
Nah, Will can jump though. If I'm not mistaken, like he's probably like got the most vert as a center in NBA history.
I think so, but
'Cause he was like a long jumper and stuff.
it's an unrecorded 100 points. It's paper recorded. It's not even video recorded. They had video.
And
back
they didn't have no.
They had a
threes,
little
so you
audio.
tell me
They
he got
probably had a
100
little audio.
buckets.
They probably had a little audio radio film or something like that.
I don't know if I can get behind that.
He's the GOAT.
All right. Well, now we're gonna get into the main conversation. Everybody's gonna go around the table. We can start it off with Ronnie with this one about who is your number one GOAT of NBA basketball.
I mean, the facts don't lie, bro. You can say what you want about the rings. I don't think rings really determine what type of player and how good a player really is. But I'm gonna go with LeBron. He's had 3 different proms with Cleveland, the Lakers, and with Miami. So you can't really argue with that. Man, you could just see that he's been the same dominant player from when he was 20 to now when he's 40. So that's all I got to say.
All right, I definitely agree with that. I'm definitely gonna go with LeBron too. The reason I go with LeBron is, the obvious choices would be LeBron or MJ, but I'm going with a player that's more of a complete player to me and has less flaws. I feel like MJ is good, but his time period let him get away with a lot of flaws that he had. And LeBron has less flaws, so definitely got to go with LeBron. He's a better overall player.
No.
It's you first.
Oh, no.
Hey, everybody can't say LeBron, so don't go on the mic saying LeBron.
All right, I'll go Steph Curry.
Okay.
Steph Curry, the first ever unanimous MVP, back-to-back MVP. He beat LeBron how many times in the NBA Finals?
3.
3 times. You know what I'm saying? His team, if he was on the Lakers right now, I feel like they'd be a finals
Okay.
finals
That's a hot
favorite.
take.
You know what I'm saying?
So you saying like if you remove LeBron and get Curry, they would win?
They'd be better.
You don't think Curry
What
beat
about
LeBron
Luka?
because of his team?
What about Luka and
Luka
Austin
played
Reeves?
the 2. Austin Reeves. They'll work it
What
out.
about the defense there?
They have DeAndre Ayton,
Did bro just say DeAndre?
DeAndre Ayton. Come
What
on.
about
Jared
with
Vanderbilt. You
Okay,
know,
okay. Hot
All right.
take. Hot
They
take.
got Steph
Nobody's.
Get on,
Nobody's.
get on. Like, what you think?
All right. Well, for me, who I think should be in the GOAT debate, this is a very hot take. Kawhi Leonard, because he's a silent killer.
That makes
You know,
no sense.
2-time NBA champ for the Spurs and for the Rockets. And then you got him Raptors. Yeah, my fault. Thank you. Thank you for the save. 2 times final MVP, 2 times defensive player of the year. And he's just known as one of the best two-way players ever. So, like, you got to have him there, bro. He locked up LeBron. He locked up Miami Heat LeBron.
And I could add that he did have to beat Curry and them in 2019.
They were hurt. They were hurt. They were hurt. They were hurt.
Raptors.
They were hurt. They were hurt.
He's one of those ones, bro. In his 2019 playoff run, he carried his team.
KD and
Carried the
Steph were hurt. KD
What
and
about
Clay
LeBronto
were hurt.
though?
You said what?
What about LeBronto?
Chill. I'm talking about that.
Bro, just said LeBron. So stop.
All right,
some
here we go.
LeBronto,
We gonna wrap
bro.
this up. The last question we got, since it's the NBA playoffs right now, we just go around real quick asking who do y'all think that maybe an Eastern Conference team and a Western Conference team that'll be in the finals. What's y'all predictions? I started off. My prediction to be, I would like to see the Spurs and the Cavs in the finals.
Spurs and the Cavs.
I feel like the Spurs is a really good team. There's a lot of teams good in the West, but I feel like the Spurs can pull it off because it's one of the only few teams that can actually beat the Thunders. And then the Cavs, I feel like the Eastern side is a bit weak. It'll honestly be the Celtics, but I can really see the Cavs pulling it through with the team they got right now.
That'd be a good matchup.
For sure.
I would probably say that I would like to see OKC versus the 76ers. I know 76ers ain't been high on everybody's list because of the injuries and with Joel Embiid being out, but I feel like with the way that Tyrese Maxey and the new rookie Edgecombe been playing, I think they got something cooking.
Yeah, because this is a 1-1 series right now with
Yeah.
the Celtics and Sixers.
I like that take, Roni, but I just personally, I don't think a rookie could ever carry his team.
It's not him. It's not him, though. It's Maxey.
Stuff like that.
You don't think
I mean, Maxey is pretty good. He's pretty good. No, now look.
Didn't
Bron
Magic
did
Johnson
do
win
it.
as a rookie?
Bron did do it, huh?
Didn't Magic Johnson win as a rookie?
He did.
Look, that's Magic Johnson though.
Without
Not
Kareem?
DJ Edgecombe. All right,
One game.
yeah, but
Played one game
Having
without
to play
Kareem.
center at point guard? Come on now. Who doing that?
They played in the. They were wearing Converse, bro. Like
they were playing against janitors. Remember that, janitors, plumbers. Remember
they
that.
played in Converse. They didn't even play in real shoes.
All right, just stick to the question, man.
So who y'all think gonna win?
All right, for the Western Conference side, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that the Lakers will. They're pretty strong. You know, LeBron, he's just the GOAT. So you
He
know
is
how that
2-0
goes.
already.
Exactly. So, and then for the Eastern Conference, I think the Celtics also, they've been pretty strong this season, and yeah, hopefully they do.
I'd like to see. I feel like the Spurs and the Celtics really stand out
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
a good one.
Jason Tatum been there, won. Jaylen Brown been there, won. Spurs, they're the only team that's beaten OKC in the regular season, really. So
It's still yeah.
They just lost to Trailblazers, by the way.
Wemby got hurt once again. Wemby got hurt.
Don't that make that 1-1 for them too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we good there.
OKC's playing the worst seed in the playoffs. So
Okay. Well, thank you guys. We're gonna wrap this up, and we're gonna switch over to the Olympics. I just want to say thank you and have a good day.
Thank you.
Welcome back, guys. I'm your host again, Ronnie Bailey, and we're going to be talking about Olympics now. When I say Olympics, I don't really mean just track and field, basketball, blah, blah, blah. It's whatever really sport you can say. I'm going to give y'all my top 3 first, and y'all can either give me y'all top 3 or let y'all know how y'all feel about mine. So with my top 3 in Olympics, I would say Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt, and Simone Biles. Each of those players all play a different sport, but I feel like all of them have got the respect that they earned in each of their sports, and that's why I call them the GOAT. How do y'all feel about that?
I think that is 3 very good picks because they are all very, very talented in their respective fields, and just their dominance and impact in their respective leagues, they've came a long way. So I definitely think that is a good take.
What about you, Noah? How do you feel?
I feel like that's honestly the best pick anybody can really pick. I can't even argue with any of those picks at all.
Okay. We didn't really get a chance to introduce yourself to the camera yet, but would you like to introduce yourself and let us know how you feel?
I'm Cody. I think that is a great top 3 list. I think his number 1 is a fantastic answer, and that would be my number 1 as well.
For sure. With Michael Phelps, he actually is one of the most decorated Olympians. He won 28 medals. 23 of them was actually gold, and he won them in all different types of events, such as butterfly, backstroke, all of those. With Usain Bolt, of course, if you don't know who he is technically the fastest man in history. He has broke both of the records for the 100, 200, and he also has 8 medals. And lastly, with Simone Biles, she's one of the greatest female athletes in history, with having over 30 world medals and 11 Olympic medals. And she has been so good that now in gymnastics they have skills named after her. So let me ask y'all a question. What do you think makes a GOAT in the Olympics? Do you think it makes how many medals they have or the legacy that they leave behind?
I think, me personally, that is the legacy, because whatever you leave behind changes the sport forever. That's like with Steph Curry with the three-point shot. You know, once he came in the league with that, man, everybody instead trying to take middies or go for a little flashy dunk, they try to take a three-point shot. So I really think it's the legacy. And with Usain Bolt, he's definitely changed the trajectory of track and field forever with how he's performed in the 100 and 200. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think it's the legacy.
What about you, Cody? How do you feel about it?
I think it's a combination of both. I mean, you know, it's leaving behind a legacy in the Olympics, but I mean, also to leave a legacy like that, you have to have like the medals to kind of back that up. Mm-hmm. I mean, for instance, with Michael Phelps, he has, what'd you say, like 23 gold medals? Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think any swimmer has ever even come close to that. And I know that he's gone undefeated and he's won every single time that he's been in a certain event. I can't remember which one it was. But, I mean, I feel like they both go hand in hand to, like, kind of leave that legacy behind. I feel like you kind of have to have, like, the accolades and medals to back that up. So,
how do you feel about it, Noah?
I feel it's more like the moment, really, or the legendary career that you have overall. Like, I don't really know any swimmers, but I know Michael Phelps. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know any gymnastics besides Simone Biles. So, like, really just, like, getting there every year and performing.
Mm-hmm. And I think it really makes a crazy case because with Usain Bolt, he really didn't win them. Like, he's not the most decorated track and field athlete. But I think it's because when he was running in the Olympics, he would always put on a show, whether it's celebrating or doing some crazy emote before or after the race. And the same thing with, like, other Olympians and stuff like that. I feel like if you really give the people a show, that's who they, like, really remember you as. Like, for example, like, USA, Katie. Like, Katie has never lost in the Olympics playing basketball. And, like, or, like, Carmelo Anthony. Both of those guys, like, they always give you a show and they always win. And I feel like if you're always winning while giving a show, that's how the combination of legacy.
It's just over a table, and people really be putting their time and effort and their daily life to professional ping pong. So I think it should be a part of the Olympics, and they should get paid a lot of money for it because it's very entertaining. That's what I think.
Okay. What about you, Noah?
I think baseball, you know, the World Baseball Classic is during the MLB season, so not all the American players can come out and play, really. But during the Olympics, it's not. So I would love to see America be actually able to play against these other countries instead of them putting out their best players, and we have to put it in the scraps.
What about you?
It's been recently, like, brought back up in the Olympics, but my answer was going to be golf, and I recently just looked that up on my phone, and I forgot that my man Scotty Scheffler won the gold in the last one. So I would say golf. Golf's a great sport. You know, they have the Ryder Cup. I just think maybe more Olympic coverage, like, for golf, and, like, you know, like, I don't know, more people should know about golf in the Olympics. I feel like it's just kind of, like, underlooked compared to all other sports, but that was mine, but it happens to be in the Olympics, so I don't really have another one. So.
Okay. So before we get off this and we switch it to MLB with Jacob and Rob, if you had a chance to meet any Olympian, anyone that you could think of, who would you try to meet? For me personally, I would love to meet Usain Bolt. Whether it's just practicing or just like getting a chance to just talk to him, ask for advice and stuff like that, I think it'd be cool to meet him.
LeBron James.
Okay, that's valid. That's valid. That's a valid take.
Whoa. We're glazing.
He is glazing.
We're glazing. Okay. Well, for me, I would want to meet Christian Coleman,
Okay.
the best starter in the world. That's all I'm gonna say.
What about you?
Honestly, for me, Phelps would be cool to meet and all, but I would want to meet Usain Bolt, try to get some running tips, maybe increase my speed, because that dude's fast, man. So I feel like I could learn something from him and, like, running mechanics, stuff like that. But I'd say Usain Bolt because I'm really slow, so that's my answer.
Oh, that's real. That's real. So thank you guys again. So next we'll have Jacob and Rob talking about the MLB, and we're going to get into the GOATs and the MLB and baseball. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to the Bulldog Beat. I'm Jacob and I'm here with,
Rob and Cody.
and we're going to be talking about GOATs of Major League Baseball. So my first question to you guys, who is personally your GOAT hitter and GOAT pitcher of MLB all time?
Pitcher. I'm gonna go with hitter first. I got Barry Bonds, me personally. Even though he had the steroid allegations, he still hit like 700 plus home runs. So like, I think he's a GOAT in my eyes. For pitchers, dude, I'm not a big pitcher guy. I'm gonna say John Smokes because I just know who he is personally.
I'm going to go with Barry Bonds as well, although he did take steroids. You also still have to hit the ball, which is the hardest thing to do in the sport, in my opinion. But all those steroids did help him. He still had however many home runs. I don't even know. Had that 72 record-breaking season, I think. So that's my hitter one. And my pitcher, I would go with kind of going off Rob here, another Brave, because I'm a Braves fan. I would go with what's his face? Greg Maddux. I think his nickname, I believe, you could quote me if I'm wrong, but I think his nickname was the Professor, because he could throw the ball wherever you wanted to, man. Sinker, cutter, curveball, changeup. Yeah, I think that's my pitching GOAT.
Yeah, for me, my hitting GOAT would be Hank Aaron. He hit 755 home runs without steroids, and that's why I'd pick him over Barry Bonds. And then my pitching GOAT would be Nolan Ryan. He has the most strikeouts in MLB history by a lot. He has 5,714 strikeouts, and he won 324 games, so he's my pitching GOAT. My next question is, should the GOAT status require postseason greatness, or can a player be a GOAT without October dominance?
It's a good question right there.
I'll kind of start this one off from someone who's in the MLB now. Aaron Judge is a great player. He's a fantastic baseball player, but when it comes to the postseason, he kind of seems to disappear. So I don't know. I kind of lean more towards you have to have the postseason dominance too, to like kind of have your name in the GOAT talks. But you can't argue that he's a fantastic hitter, but he just kind of disappears when it matters. So
How many games are in the postseason? You know?
I have no idea. It's what, the wild card,
Depends.
the divisional series.
It's wild card's best of 3, divisional series is best of 5, and then AL and NLCS is best of 7, World Series is best of 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with Cody, but like, it's like a lot of games to a little amount of games, but like, one's more important than the other. But like, that's tough. I would say both do. I say both matters for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they definitely like focus more on like regular season stats for your like Hall of Fame status, because they'll say like, Hank Aaron has 755 home runs, but that doesn't include like postseason home runs. So I think, yeah, it matters, but it also doesn't at the same time because of that.
Yeah.
All right, my next question is, who would be your 4 players who belong on the MLB Mount Rushmore?
Ooh. 4 of them. I'm gonna go Ken Griffey for 1 for me. Dang. No, this is actually tough. Sorry. I got Barry Bonds up there as well. That's 2. Let me throw some new guys in there at least. I'm gonna put Acuna up there just because he's the Braves. Let me throw a pitcher in there. No, I don't like pitchers anyways. Let me not do that. I'm gonna go Mike Trout for my 4.
Good answer.
Yep.
What could have been? For my 4, I'm going to go with – I'll start off with my pitchers. I know Jacob mentioned him earlier. I kind of forgot that he's probably the pitching GOAT. But I'm going to go with Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan, you can't argue that he should be on Mount Rushmore. And Randy Johnson, I mean, he struck fear in the hitters as a, 6'10 lefty arm, throwing 102. So those are my 2 pitchers up there. Hitter, I'm going to go Barry Bonds because – I feel like when people think of the Major League Baseball, I mean, I feel like everyone knows who Barry Bonds is. Kind of the home run leader, even though Hank Aaron should be the real leader without steroids. But I'm going to go him, and I'm going to go Griffey as well. I mean, Griffey kind of changed the game, kind of brought the swag into baseball, I feel like the backwards hat and stuff. So I'm going to go Griffey up there.
For sure.
So for my pitcher, again, I'm going to go Nolan Ryan. For my hitters, I'm going to go with Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, and Willie Mays as my 3 hitters.
That's a good pull right there. I like that.
And then that brings me into my last question, which you guys both said that you would have Barry Bonds as one of your GOATs. But my last question is, do you think that people in the steroid era, like, should they be eligible to be in the GOAT conversation?
Yeah, absolutely. Like what Cody was saying again, like, you still have to hit the ball. That's coming like 90 plus to 100 miles per hour. So, like, steroid does not magically just make you hit the ball. Like, still got to have some skills to, like, put bat to ball. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like they should still be in the GOAT topic just because, like, it just gave him power, you know what I mean? Not skills.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that.
Not like Space Jam.
Yeah. I mean, you still do have to hit the ball, although it did make him have a lot more power and make the ball go a lot farther. Who knows where the ball would have gone without the steroids, but, I mean, they're still hitting it hard. It's coming in hard. It's going to – I mean, the exit velocity is going to be just as good if you hit it well. So I feel like that should be in the Hall of Fame. I feel like a player like – you can't keep Barry Bonds out of the Hall of Fame, man. I mean, he's one of the greatest hitters ever, so.
Sure.
Yeah, I think, like, you talked about it, like, for sure, like, the steroids helped with, like, power and everything, and I think maybe probably, like, Hank Aaron might have the most home runs if Barry Bonds didn't take steroids, but Barry Bonds still would have hit a lot of home runs, so even without the steroids. So I think, yeah, you got to take that into consideration. I still think Barry Bonds was a great player, and he would have been without the steroids. I still think he would have hit 600 plus home runs without steroids. So, yeah, I think they for sure should still be in the conversation for the GOAT and potentially the Hall of Fame as well.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
All right, so that was my last question. I'm going to turn it over to our next segment, which will be NFL GOATs.
This is Davion, aka LB. We back on the Bulldog Beat. For this segment, we'll be talking about NFL and just a lot of variety questions about the NFL. I got two guests here with me,
I'm Cody.
And Rob.
and just let's get into it. And I'm definitely gonna roll with Tom Brady. Just a lot of MVPs and Super Bowls. So yeah. For the next question, it'll be more information involved with me, but it'll be throughout the skill positions like cornerback, wide receiver, running back, middle linebacker, cornerback. Who would be your top two or maybe three, or even if you have one, just one about that position?
Wait, so we're going QB, wide receiver, running back? Or?
Yeah, you want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first, yeah.
All right, so for mine, I can give top three quarterbacks. Number one would definitely be Tom Brady. Number two, I'm gonna go with Michael Vick. Number three, I'm gonna go with Peyton Manning. And then y'all can just do QBs, and then we'll go on to running backs.
My QB, obviously the GOAT, Tom Brady. Two for me, as a volunteer fan, I'm going to go Peyton Manning. I'm a big Peyton Manning fan. And honestly, just kind of to switch with LB, I'll probably go Mike Vick 3. I mean, he was an unbelievable man, unbelievable athlete, so I'd probably have him at 3.
Mike Vick. That's a good pull. He didn't play too much, though.
Yeah, he did have the dog.
Yeah, I'm
allegation.
going to go Tom Brady for one. Drew Brees, number 2. And Joe Flacco, 3. Great pull.
Legendary right there.
Good pull.
All right, now we're finna dive in top three for running backs. My top three for running backs would definitely be Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, and my favorite running back, Adrian Peterson. So that'll be my top three.
Ooh, top 3 running backs. It's kind of a hard question. I'm going to go Adrian Peterson 1. I remember watching him as a little kid. I mean, he was crazy, man. That would probably be my 1. I really don't have a top 3, but I would say my 1 would be Adrian Peterson. So that's all I got.
All right.
Yeah, I got 1 for Adrian Peterson. 2, the bus. Maybe 1, Jerome Bettis.
Ooh, from the Steelers.
Yeah. Y'all not knowing. And 3. What's his name for Detroit? He's young, but like
Barry Sanders.
nah.
What about the Lions?
Gibbs?
Oh, you talking about currently?
I don't really know any other than Adrian Peterson and Jerome Bettis.
I mean, we got Walter Payton, Emmitt Smith.
They're not as exciting as like.
Marshawn Lynch.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good one.
Marshawn Lynch. Forgot about him. Dang.
That's a good one. All right, so now we're gonna get into wide receivers. We can do like 2 for that one. My wide receivers would be number 1, Jerry Rice. I just feel like that's just a good traditional answer, just with just how good he was at his time. And then for number 2, I'm definitely gonna go with Randy Moss. I don't think he get a lot of credit, but I just feel like he's a great receiver, and he literally invented Moss. Like when I was growing up as a kid playing football, and we would throw it up, and it's like 10 people trying to catch the ball. If I catch it, I'm saying Moss. Like it's literally a game behind him. But that's my 2 wide receivers.
For me, I'm going to go number 1, Julio Jones. He's probably one of my favorite NFL players of all time, and he's really good. So I'm going to go Julio Jones. Number 2, I'm probably going to go – I feel like the right answer would be Jerry Rice, but I'm also going to go Randy Moss. I mean, off of what LB said, the whole thing you got Moss came from Randy Moss. So, I mean, kind of up there in the GOAT conversation, in my opinion. So, Randy Moss.
I got Julio Jones for 1, Calvin Johnson 2, and then Chad Ochocinco 3. It's a great pull.
Loki wants to throw Antonio Brown in there for real though. But
Yeah, Brown.
now we can go with linebackers. Top 3 linebackers. I wouldn't do it like by position. I just say linebackers in general. It'll be Ray Lewis, number 1. Lawrence Taylor, number 2.
Is he in Legion of Boom?
Who? Ray Lewis? No, Lawrence Taylor. He played for the Giants. He was a right linebacker outside. He was dark skinned. He was pretty good. And then I'm going with Von Miller, number 3.
My 1 would be Ray Lewis. My 2, I don't know his first name, but I think he was a Panther for his career. The
Kuechly.
Kuechly.
Oh yeah,
Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly.
And then I think was Urlacher another one? Was he a linebacker?
Oh yeah. You talking about Brian Urlacher?
Yeah,
I think he
so I'm
played
gonna
for
go. I'm gonna go the Panthers dude too. I switched their names up.
Okay.
And then Urlacher 3. That's
Okay.
mine.
Okay.
That's my 3.
Dude, I only know Ray Lewis, so that's my go for linebacker. I know Lawrence Taylor, but yeah, I'm just gonna go with Ray Lewis.
All right, now we're gonna get into the defensive side of the skill positions, the cornerbacks. My top 3 cornerbacks would be number 1, definitely Deion Sanders. Number 2, I'll go with Darrelle Revis. He played for the Jets for some time. And then number 3, I'll go with Rob Woodson. That's his name, Rob Woodson. I'll go with Rob Woodson.
You said Rob Gordon?
Woodson.
My 1, obviously, Deion Sanders. I think my 2 would be the guy. I believe he had cancer, came back from. I think that's Champ Bailey.
Yeah, that's what I was finna say.
Yeah, Champ Bailey too. And I love the trash talk, man. So I'm gonna go Richard Sherman at 3.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go Deion 1. I'm gonna put Richard at my 3. And then for 2,
What's the next segment that we doing?
yeah, I don't got a 2. I'm just gonna put Richard Sherman at 2, then Deion at 1. So yeah, something like that.
All right, now we can just do free safeties and safeties, so we can pick 3 of them too. For my free safeties and safeties, top 3, I have to go number 1, Ed Reed. Number 2, Troy Polamalu. And I like Cam Chandler from the Seahawks, just the big hits, and also Brian Dawkins. But that'll be my 3. It'll be Cam Chandler. Yeah, from the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Chandler. Cam Chandler, for real, coming down on them.
And then yeah, you got Ed Reed up there too. So yeah, that's my top 3.
Well, thank you very much for listening. This was all for the NFL segment, and we'll be back with the next one.
Welcome back. My name is Ronnie Bailey, and I'll be doing the last segment. And today we got in some very special guests from the soccer team. Will you introduce yourself?
I'm Cameron Grooms.
I'm Charlie Wood.
And got your boy,
Davion,
with me.
a.k.a. LB.
And today, for our last segment, we're going to talk about the GOATs in soccer. So when we talk about the GOATs, who first come to mind when I say that?
Lionel Messi.
Okay.
Sure.
Why Lionel Messi? Because we had some discussions about
Ronaldo.
That's a pretty hot topic, yeah.
So
Ronaldo
why
versus
would you
Messi.
say Messi?
For me, soccer is a game
he got Messi beat in a couple aspects, but overall, Messi takes the cake in my opinion. He can do literally everything where Ronaldo lacks some.
Okay.
Well, for me, growing up, I didn't watch much soccer, so I did know about Messi, and that was I'd say my GOAT for a while. But pretty much recent, I've been hearing about Ronaldo. I did some little research, looked into it, and I even seen a game or two he played a little while back. I think it was when I was in high school. It was like the whole class was watching the soccer game, so I didn't have no choice. But Ronaldo did what he had to do. He was pretty clutch, and that's what I like to see from sports players, how clutch you can be when them clock before it strikes 0-0.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, in all honesty. I think for me, Ronaldo is the best athlete in terms of soccer players. He's an unbelievable athlete, especially for his age now. He's still playing at 40 and still scoring goals for fun at 40.
It's insane.
But yeah, Messi is... So Ronaldo's the best athlete, but Messi is by far just the best footballer. So for me, that's
He
why
can score really good.
I've seen some recent criticism about him because he played in America now in Miami, right?
Yeah.
So how do y'all feel about him playing in Miami now?
I hear him go first.
Yeah, go.
I think the MLS kind of has the MLS is the American Soccer League, so I think it's got a stigma around it that like the best European players is kind of a retirement league. Like you have like world class players, they get towards the end of their career and then they come and get paid a lot of money because the U.S. has a lot of money, so they come and get paid a lot of money just to play on a team for a couple years and. Realistically, they're not playing against the best competition. The best competition is definitely in Europe, but I mean, he's got a good deal. Messi's got a portion of what Inter Miami makes. That's in his contract. He makes so much money. So, I mean, he gets to bring all of his friends in and play with them, like Suarez, world-class player, Busquets, world-class player, Jordi Alba. All these boys play with him at FC Barcelona. I mean, it's pretty fun in my opinion, but I could see why it gets some criticism.
At the end of the day, game is game. Game is game.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
These players more so in the modern era are businessmen, correct? So their moves on the soccer field are fantastic, and they are. But at the same time, they have to do the business and the moves, what makes sense for them in the long run. And David Beckham is kind of the pioneer of that, who now owns Inter Miami, where Lionel Messi plays. So he was kind of at the forefront of advertising himself away from the soccer field. You know, he's famous for doing all sorts of different advert campaigns for underwear companies and you name what else. So I think for Messi, like Cam alluded to, I think his career away from soccer, because it's kind of depleting, he's getting older now. I think after that, to have the business rights and the TV rights, he's going to get a percentage for every TV watch or pay-per-view watch in America. So I think business-wise, it's a very smart decision for him to go to America. And also, like, he's still doing it on the international stage. So the World Cup's coming up in America, obviously. He's still going to be one of the best players at 38, 30. I think this one's difficult for me. I don't really pay much attention to it, so I couldn't give you a straight up. I think the likes of Thibaut Courtois, big Belgian fella who's in the net for Real Madrid, he's definitely in the talks. And also Manuel Neuer, German goalkeeper, he kind of revolutionized the position. So when he was at Bayern Munich under Pep Guardiola, a goalkeeper's obviously primary goal is to stop shots. But when Manuel Neuer was at Bayern Munich, he was known as the sweeper keeper. So he kind of play as a fifth defender and come out and just defend like a defender and also be one of the best shot stoppers in the world. So for me, especially in the modern era, it's between those two for sure.
Yeah, it's hard to pick for me as well, but just based off recent performances, I'm kind of leaning towards Courtois in the Champions League final. He literally won them the game for Real Madrid just a couple years ago. Yeah. I think he made like 10 saves. It surely should have been they should have lost by a couple goals in my opinion if he wasn't in the net. So just based off of recent performance, I kind of have a little bias towards that. But Neuer as well is just an unreal player. Like he's been doing it for many years. So
I think he's edging on 40 now as well. So these guys are the kind of, I think sports as a whole, the careers have been based more on longevity.
Mm-hmm.
So these athletes are really investing in their bodies. So to see them still performing at these kind of ages that they're hitting is wonderful to see.
Yeah, it's incredible. How do you feel about this, OB? You got any takes on this?
Well, for me, once again, I didn't grow up watching soccer, but I did a little research. You know, it's all about
a little research.
all about the stacks and how clutch players can be for me.
Mm-hmm.
And the player that name drew to me was his name is Iker Casillas.
Casillas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I say that just because looking around, he has a lot of good clutch knockouts for even 2008, 10, and 12 international tournaments. So that just shows a lot of, him making some clutch stops because it's like if they make it, that's a goal, and he's stopping it. So it shows that he's really good at what he do. And he also got over 1,000 club appearances. So
He also played at Real Madrid, who won everything. So they're one of the biggest clubs in the world. So
Really?
I can't take that away from a great shout, LB.
thank you.
That's great because the next question, the last question that I'm going to ask y'all, who do y'all think is the GOAT soccer team as a whole?
It's got to be Real Madrid for me. They're just
Yeah.
So the Champions League is like Europe's biggest competition. So obviously the mecca of soccer is Europe. So all the top European sides compete, and Real Madrid, I think, have won it maybe 16 times in their history. So for me, I think there's no comparison. It has to be Real Madrid.
Yeah, I mean, I think a close second could be like Barcelona, but I mean, like he said, Real Madrid, man, that literally every year you have the best teams or the best players from each team, and they want to join Real Madrid.
Really?
Like that's the top tier team right there. That's top prestige.
So is it because of the atmosphere, the money, just the legacy behind the team itself? What draws players to that team?
Just the pedigree. I think they've got such a good pedigree of winning things. Like they could have domestically an off year, so not win their club competition in Spain, but you can never write them off in the Champions League just because of the history that they have there, and the players really rise to the occasion in that competition. So, yeah, I think Real Madrid for me has to be the biggest club in the world.
yeah, the heritage, the history of the players that have played there. I mean, it's all there. Like you want to be one of the greatest and be remembered, you're gonna want to go to Real Madrid. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you to Tennessee Wesleyan for letting us be able to do this podcast in the Thurman Fitness Center. And thank you for joining the podcast.
Thank you
Have
guys.
a great day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, Bayern Munich, yeah, they're good as well.